What up? This your boy Caption Motion, aka AJ, coming at you live direct with the review for Upside, starring Kevin Hart, Nicole Kidman, and not only Nicole Kidman, but your boy from the one and only, my favorite show, Breaking Bad. What's his name? Bryan Cranston. If you didn't know that boy, you gonna know him now. But let's get into this trailer. We gonna talk about this movie.
You need to prove you're looking for work.
I've been looking, trust me.
3 signatures by tomorrow, or you can tell it to the judge. Tell me about a time when you worked hard to solve a problem.
This morning, getting up.
We're gonna find you someone you like.
Let me be your arms and your legs.
I love that. All right.
Penthouse.
You need to wait your turn.
Relax, it's not a holdup. Just sign this from the police.
How would I sign it?
I don't know. Slowly. What, don't your arms work?
They don't.
You can move your mouth.
As can you. I need assistance.
How much does it pay? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. It's my bad, man.
You are not qualified for this position.
Then buckle!
Have you ever changed a catheter?
Nah.
Pinch the head, insert.
I can't feel it.
Oh, well, I can. You want to feed your soul? Then listen to It's Clean. Think about what you're trying to do to me. It's amazing, ain't it? Sound just like her.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
You as rich as Jay-Z?
No, richer.
Which car is yours?
All of these to the right.
Oh, my God.
They're not practical.
Exactly. You can have any girl you want. What about this lady with all the Botox? I'll be perfect for each other. You can't move your body, she can't move her face.
I specifically said nothing for my birthday.
I'm sorry you gotta have a surprise party in your huge mansion. Some of us got real problems. I'm fighting to see my son.
And whose fault is it? Is it yours, or is the world out to get you?
Are you mad? You wanna break this big-ass bottle of wine? Yeah! What else you wanna do?
The bull.
What?
Dell made a mess.
So I surrender. This is the moment I surrender. Even now, let it in.
Just relax. I am relaxed. This is me being relaxed.
Man, I think this movie was very good. I actually liked this movie. I didn't like how it started off. My sidekick, my buddy, would say different. But what I'm gonna talk about is the characters, how they started the movie, what the movie's about. They end the movie, but I think the movie is rated in my eye. Okay? So the movie is based on a true story. Yes, it's based on a true story about a man that's played by Brian. His name is Phil LaCrosse. And Phil LaCrosse, he was in an accident that led him to be paralyzed from the neck down. We don't get to see the accident. We just know he had an accident. Okay? And he's needing someone to be a basically live-in CNA character. But they gave it a sophisticated name. Okay? But Phil is going through a lot of things in his life. He's in that time in his life that he just don't want to live. He don't want to be around people. He grumpy. It's like a remake of Scrooge. Kevin Hart's son is played by Aja Winston. He plays the son Anthony, and him and his son has a relationship where he feels like he cannot depend on his father. His father's not around, but at the same time, he wants to have a relationship with his father. However, there's a big conflict between Kevin Hart, Dale, and his baby mama, who is played by the infamous and the only black girl I know that could play Kevin Hart, baby mama, Aja Naomi King. Yes, Aja. I might be saying her name wrong, but we know her as the Wiz and the Brain, the black girl that plays on How to Get Away with Murder. Yes, she is in her, I think it's her first movie to actually be accountable. I mean, this is her first movie. I think this is her first movie. I'm so happy to see her move on to doing bigger things, because even though this is her first movie, she still give me that sitcom feel. So she got some work to do, but I like the fact that she's branching off to do more things. So he's fighting with her because she's saying that, hey, you're not dependable, you're not reliable, you can't even pick your son up. Only thing I need for you to do is give us, all thing I want is you and a better home for us and our son. That's it. So Dale comes out with the mind frame of, no one's gonna hire me. I just need to go get these 3 signatures on this paperwork, parole officer, so I ain't gotta worry about getting locked back up. So he goes around to the different jobs, and that's when you see the comedian part of Kevin Hart comes out, he in there, and he goes to this interview. The 3rd interview, he goes in and he sits there for hours. Now he's pissed because guess what? He just wants the damn signature. So he walks into the room with Nicole Kidman, who is Yvonne, and P, as he's called him. He gave him a nickname. His name is Paul, but he gave him a nickname called P. He walks in with Paul and Yvonne doing an interview, and he like, yo, who can I get to sign these papers? Who can I get to sign these papers? So it intrigued Paul because he saw Paul. And that was the conflict also that Paul was dealing with that brought them two together. So Paul took a chance on him. He said, you know what? I'm going to give him the job, okay? So he takes on the job, and when he takes on the job the first day, he doesn't take it serious with the things he does as far as by not being on time. Cause he's living CNA where he takes on him hand and foot. He feeds him, he bathes him, he's changed his catheter. He does everything for him that he cannot do on his own because he's paralyzed from the neck down. Nicole Kidman is very serious about this. Yvonne, she's very serious about the situation because she is in love with Paul, but Paul does not see it. So what happens? He finally decides to take the job serious. Okay? He finally decided to take the job serious. And the reason why they grow a bond is because in one scene you see them going out because he feel like no one would address him. They're so afraid to speak to him as a human that they look past him. So one scene you see them ordering hot dogs because they get high in the movie to take his mind off the pain of going through what's going through his legs. And when Kevin Hart, Dale, aka Dale, says to the cashier, don't ask me what he wants to eat, you ask him what he want to eat. It made their friendship grow because he said no one ever since the accident, no one ever spoke to him as he was a human being. They spoke to a third party to see what he wanted, even though he was right there in their presence, which made him feel good. Which made him feel like he was alive. Because to him and other people around him, because the neck down he was dead, they treated him like he was a dead person. He wasn't there. They treated him like he was an object instead of a person. And Kevin Hart said the same thing. That's how they relate. They treat me like I'm the same way. But I'm human. I make mistakes. And so their friendship developed. And so he started taking the job serious, of course. And now he's out enjoying. Paul is actually opening up Dale to new things that he would never have experienced. And he's actually learning, he's reading, he's trying to, become a new man. And it's because of Paul. But Paul is holding on to the past. And he has a reality check when he has this pen buddy that he writes letters to. And he has Yvonne writing the letters for him. But Dale told him that, hey, this woman has Googled you. She knows how you are. She knows. So of course he felt like the lady didn't Google him. So in a scene, he calls the lady up, and the lady, didn't answer the phone, so he leaves a message. She calls back on his birthday, and on his birthday, he did one of the things that he haven't did in years, and that is actually release anger. Throughout the whole movie, he's very calm. He has no kind of emotions. But on his birthday, he actually released anger. And that's what he needed to do over the years. Because he never moaned or grieved had finished the complete process of losing his wife. Because in the movie, you see flashbacks of his wife. He still wears his wedding band. And Kevin Hart asks him why. And he just says, my wife died. But he don't tell why. He don't say what happened. He just see flashbacks of him laying in the bed. And he have this little chime over the bed that he sleeps with at night. And he watches until he finally drifts off to sleep. But he released the anger that night. And it was relieving for him. Okay? So then he goes on the date. He goes on the date with Julianna Margulies. Her name was Lily. That's who was writing back and forth. Him and Lily was writing these letters back and forth. And they go on this date. And in the date, she tell Dale, you can leave. I already knew that he was this way. I got this. You know, I got this. We good. But come to find out, she really couldn't handle the situation. She just pretended she thought she could handle it, but her psychiatrist, she got some things going on in her life. So she said, my psychiatrist told me I couldn't deal with this. And it gave him a reality check that everyone is not going to be dead. Everyone is not going to treat him like he is a person. They're going to see him like, she treated him like he was an it. And he was so in love with her beauty that he didn't realize it until she started, the anxiety of being around him started coming out on that date that they went on. So what did he do? He takes it back out on Dale, saying that you should not have called her. You should let me have did this on my own. But Dale checked him back and told him, hey, I just called her. She returned your phone call. You accepted the date. So you did not, you made the decision on going on this date. If you wasn't ready for this date, you should have taken that date. I did not do that part. I just called the female for you. And you returned the phone call. And you told her, I'll be ready. And you went. But if you wasn't ready, you should have went. But you can't keep on trying to put everything on everybody else. Because that was his problem. He wanted to put all his issues on someone else. Instead of just trusting the process and letting it go. Stop living in the past. Try to enjoy the opportunity you have. Other people have problems as well. And that's exactly what he told him. I have problems too, man. I want to see my son, but I can't. What do he do? He throws it back in his face. So the reason why he throws it back in his face is because he's trying to push everyone away. Because he don't want people to love him even though he's paralyzed from the neck down. Of course, he pushes everybody away. And for the short time that Dale was there and he was bringing him back to life, it disappeared like that. But overall, the movie was good. Of course, at the end, he fires him. He comes back. Typical movie. He fires him. He comes back. They go get him. And they tell him that, hey, he got rid of Yvonne. Hey, we need your help, Kevin. Dale, we need your help, Dale, because he just sitting in the bed trying to die away. Yes, we need your help. Come back and help us. Da, da, da. And it ends doing what he loves to do. Parasailing. And at the end, he finally see that Yvonne was the woman that he should have been with. Because she loved him regardless of what he had going on. I wish that I give this movie I want to say a C. I want to give it a C. Because some things in there I would have changed.